Today's video is a fun, beachy makeover. This side table belongs to a friend, and for her upcoming move to Florida, she asked me to take it to a whole nother level to create a beachy theme. Since we didn't know what kind of paint was originally on this piece of furniture, it belonged to her husband's family, we decided to come in with Bonding Boss and prime it and prep. We're going to transform the look of this piece using a little bit of Would You Bend. Would You Bend moldings are super fun to use because they arrive rigid and hard, and when you heat up the back of them with a heat gun or even a pancake griddle, they become bendable and pliable, which means that they are going to fit on top of any surface, whether it be a curved edge of a drawer or a serpentine front. So how do you use a Would You Bend molding? Well, heat up the back like I showed you with your heat gun and apply some wood glue. Then you can stick it directly on your piece of furniture. And listen, you can do this before you paint or after you paint. Either way works. It is recommended to heat it up one more time though after you stick it onto your piece. You can immediately grab your paint and get started. So let's choose a couple of different beachy blues for this project. I'm going to be using a color today called Tide Pool, which is a gorgeous minty green, and I'm going to blend the fronts a little bit with Oyster. To do this, I'm going to use a smooth synthetic brush. And remember, I'm painting on top of a surface that has been cured for 24 hours. When Bonding Boss is applied to prime and prep your piece, you must wait the full 24 hours before you begin to paint. This is Silk All-in-One Mineral Paint. It is perfect for furniture because it has a built-in top coat and a built-in primer. I'm going to cover the entire surface with one even coat of Tide Pool. And this paint is even self-leveling, so any brush strokes that you see are going to disappear when it gets dry. I'm going to keep the original hardware on this piece because of the holes and the placement on the furniture, so I will simply clean them and put them back on the project. So I get a lot of questions about blending silk paint because technically you're not supposed to add water to your silk paint. It compromises the full effect of that built-in top coat and built-in primer. But since I used Bonding Boss before I began to paint, I'm not going to be worried. I'm going to lay down this initial color and then add a lighter middle and blend it together with just a touch of water. I usually do this with my Best Dang brush, but you can also use separate brushes for this project. I grabbed some leftover decoupage paper that I had, and I'm going to actually do the sides of the drawers just to dress them up a tiny bit. This paper has been discontinued. It's from a very long time ago, but it kind of looks like panels. So I'm going to cut it and place it on the sides using my satin clear coat. This is rice paper, so this rice paper is a little bit more sturdy than using maybe a tissue paper. I just simply take a brush and apply it to the piece and then push it down with my satin clear coat. And since that paper is very thin, it doesn't impede the fact that you need to open and close the drawer. It just provides you with a little pop of detail every single time you open your drawers. This is also a great way to add a little pop of color and hide any marks that might be on the side of your piece. Now that my first coat of paint has dried, I'm going to come in with my two colors, Oyster and Tide Pool. You can see me using two separate brushes and then pulling those colors together. It's almost like painting in a little bit of an ombre blend, but it's just a subtle little bit of color change. And since this is silk paint and I don't have to worry about any bleed through or top coat, when I am done, I am done. But technically no, because I'm still going to add a little bit of more detail to the sides. This is a Dixie Belle transfer. This one just happens to be discontinued on the website, but they have a ton more. They're really easy to use. You just need to cut out your shape to size, peel off the backing, and adhere it down onto your project. Once you push that image down onto the side of your piece, you're going to use the enclosed burnishing tool to release it from that plastic sheet. Every transfer comes with that little tool so that you can push it down and burnish it off onto your project. This is a very light, discreet transfer. It's not very dark, so this is just going to add a little bit of detail to the sides. I will still have to seal this part of the transfer though. Even though I use silk paint, it's important to seal your work when it comes to transfers. So a light brushing of either wax or clear coat is due on top of these small pieces. So I use my Dixie Belle's wax to just seal this down and make sure it's going to stay nice and tough on the piece. I wanted to add just a little bit more shadowing, so I grabbed my Best Dang wax in grunge gray and accented the sides of the drawers. And then this little piece was finished. What do you think of this cute little side table? My friend was super happy with how it turned out. Because she had to keep it since her family gave it to her, this new updated look works much better in her new Florida home.